Thank you LDShop for sponsoring this video. Get an additional 15% discount when you use my link in the description. Phrolova didn't just arrive in Wuthering waves to take names. She came to resurrect careers. And today, we need to talk about one of the most unexpected comebacks in the meta, Shorekeeper. That's right. While everyone is busy debating whether Phrolova is better as a main DPS or a sub DPS, they completely missed the fact that she quietly dragged Shorekeeper out into irrelevance and then now back into the meta. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta po sa inyong lahat? Let's rewind. Ever since Kuro decided that healers were getting a little too comfortable, Shorekeeper started fading out of the spotlight. Sure, she was once the go-to buffer and sustain bot, but in a post-Cartitia world, she looked like she was being politely escorted off the stage. But then came Phrolova, part sub-DPS queen, part hyper carry, and full-time chaos agent in the current meta. See, Phrolova isn't your standard me-first DPS diva. She actually wants to share the spotlight. Thanks to her liberation mechanic, other resonators can hop into the action like it's a tag team wrestling match, and that's where Shorekeeper comes crashing back into the meta. Not with a bang, but with crit buffs, heals, and the smug satisfaction of proving everyone wrong. Before Phrolova officially dropped, my plan was simple. Team her up with Cantarella and Shorekeeper for a dual sustain comp. It made sense on paper. Phrolova's hyper tendencies meant she'd thrive with constant uptime and reliable support. Shorekeeper, being a classic healer buffer hybrid, felt like the perfect fit. But then the comment section came alive. Viewers suggested I try Jinshi instead. And you know what? They were absolutely right. The switch flipped the comp into something meta shifting. The Phrolova, Cantarella, Jinshi trio became the new gold standard. Still, I'll say this. Shorekeeper isn't out of the race yet. She may not headline the main show, but she's a rock-solid pick for a secondary team. If you're looking for a comp that's reliable, flexible, and surprisingly resilient, you honestly can't go wrong building around her. And here's another thing you can't go wrong about because, man, topping up for the game is starting to feel like a boss fight with 5 phases and 0 checkpoints. Honestly, dodging AoEs in Tower of Adversity is less stressful than trying to sort out which platform won't eat my wallet alive. One day, I just snapped and said, "That's it. I'm going full meta on my top-ups." That's when I discovered LDShop, and let me tell you, it's like pulling a 5-star but without the pity system. It's fast, smooth, and they're partnered with Razer Gold. Yes, the Razer. If Razer Gold were a resonator, it'd be a top-tier hybrid. Secure like a tank, fast like a DPS, and smoother than a freshly timed parry. Use my link below and you'll get a discount so juicy, even gacha pity rates are going to get jealous. It's fully legit, super secure, and best of all, no more sweating bullets over whether your payment went through while you're mid-banner. I get to spend more time testing weird Shorekeeper comps and less time explaining to my bank why I made 8 microtransactions at 3 AM. Priorities sorted. Anyway, let's get back to the builds before someone accuses me of being sponsored by Shorekeeper herself. So, slot Shorekeeper in during Phrolova's liberation window and boom, suddenly your stagnation queen is popping off with attack boosts, 25% crit damage buffs, 12% crit rate buffs, and enough uptime to make enemy mobs question their life decisions. In multiple tests, Shorekeeper has helped Phrolova deal nearly double her standard attack output. Yes, double. But now before someone in the comments hits me with the spreadsheets, yes, this team, Phrolova, Shorekeeper, and Cantarella, It is technically 8 seconds slower than the usual Jinshi Cantarella Phrolova combo when clearing the Tower of Adversity. But you know what? I'll gladly take those 8 seconds if it means my team survives a meteor shower, 5 lasers, and a crab that teleports. Because here's the thing, Shorekeeper teams may be slightly slower, but they're much more forgiving. They thrive in longer fights, chaotic mob situations, and late night runs when your reflexes are powered by ramen and regret. Shorekeeper doesn't just stay alive, she keeps you alive. So, what does this mean? Well, it means that Shorekeeper isn't benched after all. She just needed the right partner. What's really compelling here is that Shorekeeper isn't just dead weight. She's filling a support buffer slot in ways that almost mimics Cantarella's. You could say her crit damage buff is actually the better call, especially when Phrolova's output hinges on scaling up burst windows. What I love about this dynamic is that it also opens up off-meta synergy options. Think about it. If Phrolova is your carry and Cantarella is on cooldown or used elsewhere like in a Jinshi team comp, then Shorekeeper is your budget queen, and she still slaps. This really shows just how versatile and adaptable Phrolova is as well. It doesn't matter who you toss in as a third option or third resonator, she'll still find a way to keep the damage flowing like it's on a script. Whether it's a healer, buffer, or someone you threw in just because you like their outfit, Phrolova makes it work. That kind of flexibility is rare, and it's what keeps her relevant across multiple comps. Is she meta defining? I'd say absolutely, but she's also more than that. Phrolova doesn't just climb to the top of the meta ladder, she reaches down and pulls forgotten units up with her. That's her real magic. She gives overlooked characters like Shorekeeper a reason to exist again, and not just out of pity, but because they actually work with her kit. That's what makes her great. She's not just breaking the meta, she's rewriting who gets to be in it. So yes, Guru may be trying to yeet Shorekeeper into insignificance, but the Phrolova-Cantarella-Shorekeeper trio is quietly proving them wrong. It's consistent, it's versatile, and it's one of the most satisfying team comps I've run lately. The meta might be moving fast, but sometimes you just need the right character to remind everyone you're still in the game. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please support the channel, leave a like, and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you won't miss our future updates. Remember, the Sentinels are always watching and your support will be rewarded. Thanks for watching. Thanks LDShop for the top-up discounts. Maraming salamat po, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.